video, and I promise it's gonna be short and sweet. And I hope just pay attention to it, because like I got some things in here. Like, I'm not gonna bore y'all with some stupid boat ramp etiquette deal where it's like, check these things off. Look, most of y'all have already done all this. I get it. There's just some little things, maybe some little things I can help y'all out with. Just make y'all think, maybe. So I'm here, and I drove to the boat ramp to do it. Here it is, boat ramp on Rayburn. I drove to it just to get the feel of it, right? Just to let y'all know. So what I'm doing, yeah, I'm parking kind of far away, get the little introduction out of the way, and we're going to talk a little bit about boat ramp etiquette. Let's dive on in. First of all, yes, we all know most of the stuff, right? Turn your lights off if it's dark. I mean, I know it's hard and people forget, and I get it. Just try to dim your lights, right? Try to get all your stuff out, all the stuff unpacked, do all that stuff before you get to the ramp. Those are givens, right? Those should be automatics by now. If not, if this is the first time hearing this, it's a good way to get yelled at, or for people to not like you at a boat ramp, is to not turn off your lights and unloading all your stuff on the boat ramp, like taking your coolers and unstrapping everything while you're sitting at the boat ramp, where there's other guys that could probably load their boat in less than a minute and a half wait on you. That's a given, right? We should all be past that. So what I will say is this: the boat ramp, like I said, there's some things that might help you. I don't know if y'all are used to doing this, okay? When I say we, some of us that fish a lot, you'll see us do this. If you're not used to this, I promise, guys, don't worry about it. But if you're by yourself, right, and there's a guy, and I don't know if you know the guy or whatever, but if there's a guy there and it's hard to get to your boat because of the water level or something like that, like sometimes there's flatter boat ramps and it's hard to do it by yourself, right? I know there's some guys that do a lot of different things. They tie ropes on and do all that stuff. But guys, one of the easiest ones, just dump your boat. What I mean by dump your boat is we just unhook everything, shoot it out there in the water. As long as it's not windy, or we're not gonna hit anything, like I'm gonna hit like boat docks or like, you know, the other side, depending on where the boat ramp is, and there's a guy there to help you, just holler at him like, hey man, do you mind if I just dump my boat and I'll get in with you? That's one of the best ones. Man, I got some, it's kind of sketchy right there. Got two look like about 88-year-old women creeping by. I don't know what they man, they're scouting out, man. They scouting out the local hangout, the boat ramp. Gotta watch them 88-year-old women. Two of them. It's odd to see two 88-year-old women doing a drive-by on you at the boat ramp. I'm just telling you, man, they ain't two older women like that driving by, they are up to no good. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I bet you there's some bet you they're having a couple drinks too. Anyways, so that's the deal. So just dump your boat, okay? Do that. It's an easy one. That's really all I have to say about just normal boat ramp etiquette. This next part's for you pros, okay? Pros. I'm gonna use that term very loosely, okay? They like to say pros are just guys who, let's just call them, let's do this. Let's say like this: guys that own the boat in some of these individual events, right, where you draw a co-angler. Okay, now let's jump on this. First off, I know this might upset some people. I'll say it this way, guys. Let's try to leave the ego at the door, okay? And what I mean by that is, let's try not to worry about who can load people the best and do all this stuff, or I've been loading people for years, all this stuff. Listen, I get all that. In my experience, okay, what usually happens, if guys don't understand what I'm talking about, what usually happens is when we meet our co-angler that morning, and then we both, you know, get in the truck. We're usually in line waiting to do in. So there's a lot of things going on. One, there's always a line. It's always dark outside, and we're always trying to get there before it gets, like, I can't tell you how many times, like, it gets jammed up and people miss their takeoff time, right? So there's always that worry because we really don't ever know how it's going to be. So when we go and we're in this line, right, and we try to get everything, I get everything unhooked and do all that, and a lot of guys, boaters, we'll call them boaters, they get in their boat and have their co-angler drive them around and back them in. I get all that, right? I don't do that. And it's not that I don't trust a co-angler, but here's the way I look at it. The co-angler's usually never loaded there before. Chances are I've never loaded there before either. So you're asking a guy at dark that has no idea, like, he doesn't know your truck, right? Y'all have different trucks. Maybe it's a jacked up truck, big old tires. Maybe you have a cab in the back to where you can't see. You're asking the guy to get in a totally new truck under pressure because everyone's in a hurry. It's all a little stressful at dark in a new truck and say, hey, by the way, back me down at this boat ramp. And it might be a boat ramp like this, right? Okay. If you can tell, there's no lights around here, right? So in the dark right there, yeah, you're trying to miss those rocks. You don't know that there's poles right there. You don't even know sometimes that there's 4 lanes there. You got some guy over here who didn't turn his lights off, right? Blinding you, that's down there at the ramp. And you're having your boater yell at you, come back, and you're trying to stay in between. Like, listen, man, why would y'all do that? Move out of the way, because I'm not blocking that guy, okay? I just don't see why you would put that kind of stress or whatever you want to call it on your co-angler. Like, that's just unreasonable in my opinion. I wouldn't want to do that. I've been loading and unloading boats every single day since I was 15 years old. I still don't like doing that, getting in someone else's new truck of some guy I just met saying, oh, by the way, don't do anything stupid, load me in and don't mess up, don't make me look stupid. No. So in my opinion, the easiest thing to do is like this guy did right here, right? Drive yourself down there, okay? Have everything unhooked, or don't unhook it, it doesn't matter. Drive all the way down to the water. Now, once you get to that water, like where the trailer tires are basically at the water, jump out of the truck, jump in your boat, the co-angler runs around, hops in your truck, and he backs you the rest of the way in, which is about 10 to 15 feet. I say all this because as long as I've been doing this, no one ever beats me down to the boat ramp. And what I mean by that is it's hard because, like I said, these co-anglers are doing it on someone else's boat, and it usually takes them some time. They're trying to be careful, which I respect that. I get that. But you can save all that by just doing it yourself. You're used to it all. Back down there super fast, get in the water, and hop out. It takes about 10 seconds for your co-angler to jump out to your passenger side, walk around the front, and get in your truck and put it in reverse. 10 seconds, I promise. It shouldn't take you more than 10 seconds to jump out and hop in your boat, okay? And that way, it gets done really quick, and now he doesn't have to stress out about trying to back up and do all that, and you're in the water easier, right? I've been doing it for years. Most of the guys I talk to when that happens said, hey, I'm kind of glad you're doing it this way. They actually like it that way. They don't have to worry about any of that other stuff. It just makes it easier, guys. So I'm not saying everyone wants to do this. Maybe you don't want to, but bring it up to your co-angler. I promise you, most of it, like every single other time, they're like, that's cool, man. It's easier on me. So hopefully that helps out. Now, I'm not allowed to be on the water right now. I can't be on the water till tomorrow because I got a little off limits, but I can drive down to the boat ramp. Anyways, that being said, that's the boat ramp etiquette. I hope there's not a lot of comments about, hey, what's all that other stuff you're talking about headlights and being in the boat ramp and all that stuff. Man, if it is, you might want to find, I mean, there's probably another video that'll explain all that. But I'm hoping by now people understand that. Like most of us fishermen, we get it. That's more of a video for guys that have big ski boats and pontoon boats and people that go to the lake once a year and are always in the way. Like, listen, I don't think that's any of y'all, so I'm not making a video on that and boring y'all with it, right? We're smarter than those guys, hopefully. Anyways, that's my boat ramp video. Hopefully this helps y'all guys. Like, hopefully, in co-anglers, don't be afraid. If you're a co-angler watching this, like, don't be afraid to ask that guy, like, hey man, it's just put it this way, hey man, it's your truck, your boat, you don't mind backing it up all the way to the water and I'll get you in, man. It's just tough on me at night trying to back someone's, you know, brand new truck and boat in. I just don't want to mess anything up. Dude, if that guy has a problem with that, he's a bad boater. Just flat out, he's not worth much. So do it. Don't be afraid to ask, guys. I promise you, I would. And that's why I'm making this video, guys. I would do the same thing. Like, hey man, can you just back it up for me, man, to get down there? You know, especially if you got some old jacked up truck, cab, can't see anything, man, just, you know, whatever. Anyways, I'm back at it. I gotta go. I'm out of here. I don't want to be hanging out the boat ramp too long, man. I'll start looking like a creeper. Can't have that. Like some 288-year-old women driving around, man. You never know what you're gonna encounter down here at the boat ramp. Luckily ain't no meth heads down here, not yet. Not 1 o'clock on a Wednesday. Anyways, see y'all guys.